9010. Under what condition should a pilot on IFR advise ATC of minimum fuel status? A. When the fuel supply becomes less than that required for IFR. B. If the remaining fuel suggests a need for traffic or landing priority. C. If the remaining fuel precludes any undue delay. The correct answer is C. A pilot on Instrument Flight Rules, IFR, should advise Air Traffic Control, ATC, of minimum fuel status when the remaining fuel precludes any undue delay. This means that if the amount of fuel remaining on board is such that any additional delay, such as holding patterns or unexpected diversions, could jeopardize the safe completion of the flight, the pilot should inform ATC about the minimum fuel status. This allows ATC to be aware of the fuel situation and prioritize the aircraft for landing or provide alternative options to ensure the safe continuation of the flight. 9011. What does the term minimum fuel imply to ATC? A. Traffic priority is needed to the destination airport. B. Emergency handling is required to the nearest suitable airport. C. Advisory that indicates an emergency situation is possible should an undue delay occur. The correct answer is C. The term minimum fuel implies to air traffic control, ATC, that there is an advisory indicating that an emergency situation is possible if an undue delay occurs. When a pilot communicates minimum fuel to ATC, it serves as a cautionary message that the aircraft's fuel supply is approaching a critical level, and any additional delays or diversions may result in an emergency fuel situation. This advisory allows ATC to take appropriate actions, such as providing priority handling or routing, to help expedite the aircraft's arrival at the destination or the nearest suitable airport to ensure the safe completion of the flight. 9420. You should advise ATC of minimum fuel status when your fuel supply has reached a state where, upon reaching your destination, you cannot accept any undue delay. A. This will ensure your priority handling by ATC. B. ATC will consider this action as if you had declared an emergency. C. If your remaining usable fuel supply suggests the need for traffic priority to ensure a safe landing, declare an emergency due to low fuel and report fuel remaining in minutes. The correct answer is C. When your fuel supply has reached a state where you cannot accept any undue delay upon reaching your destination, it is appropriate to advise ATC of minimum fuel status. In this situation, if your remaining usable fuel suggests the need for traffic priority to ensure a safe landing, it is recommended to declare an emergency due to low fuel. When declaring the emergency, it is common practice to report the remaining fuel in minutes, which helps ATC better understand the urgency of the situation and prioritize your aircraft's needs accordingly. Declaring an emergency due to low fuel ensures that ATC understands the criticality of the situation and can provide the necessary assistance to facilitate a safe landing. 9054. What airport condition is reported by the tower when more than one wind condition at different positions on the airport is reported? A. Light and variable. B. Wind shear. C. Frontal passage. The correct answer is B. When the tower reports more than one wind condition at different positions on the airport, it indicates the presence of wind shear. Wind shear refers to a sudden and significant change in wind speed and/or direction over a short distance. It can occur near the surface, at various altitudes, or even in the vicinity of specific runways or taxiways. Wind shear can pose a significant hazard to aircraft during takeoff, landing, or low-altitude flight, as it can affect aircraft performance and handling. Therefore, when the tower reports multiple wind conditions at different positions, it is important for pilots to be aware of the potential wind shear and adjust their operations accordingly to ensure safe flight. 9050. What conditions would cause an air traffic controller to issue you a safety alert? A. When your approach has become unstable and you are required to execute a go-around. B. when the aircraft altitude places it in unsafe proximity to terrain, obstructions, or other aircraft. C. When they have implemented a temporary reduction in approach control separation minimums. The correct answer is B. An air traffic controller would issue a safety alert when the aircraft altitude places it in unsafe proximity to terrain, obstructions, or other aircraft. The purpose of a safety alert is to warn pilots of potential hazards and ensure the safe operation of the aircraft. If the controller observes that the aircraft's altitude could potentially lead to a collision with terrain, obstructions, or other aircraft, they will issue a safety alert to notify the pilot of the unsafe situation. This allows the pilot to take immediate action to mitigate the risk and maintain a safe flight profile.